following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
Welcome to Day 3 of the 2022 North Dakota Legion AA State Baseball Tournament. 2 more teams will be eliminated today, and one of them is going to be one of the 2 shown there, either the Bismarck Governors or the Mandan Chiefs. Mandan in their classic green with yellow. And Bismarck will be in their camouflage primary red with a little white and blue mixed in it today, along with their white numerals. Those are the hardest jerseys they have to see the numerals on it. But so far we haven't had any issues, and we got a pair of binoculars here today for that very reason, so that we can see any changes in the outfield or deep infield that we can't get, that we would originally be able to get without binoculars. But that's why the binoculars are here today. Once again, this is an elimination game, so the winner will move on to tomorrow, and they will play. Well, let's take a look at the bracket here. As well, actually, we'll go ahead and keep it here, and then we'll look at the bracket here in just a little bit. But once again, the winner will go on to play the loser of tonight's game. Wait, no. I think I'm a day behind, actually. We'll look at the bracket sooner than later because I'm not going to try and speculate there. But once again, broadcast coverage of this year's state tournament brought to you by Runnings, Doolittle Woodfire Grill, Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, Williston, and 11 other North Dakota locations, Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings, mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, the Network Center in Fargo, West Fargo Baseball, Touchmark in Bismarck and Fargo, Knickerbocker and Hickson, Post 400 Baseball, Sweet Shots in Fargo. And your strikeouts and home runs also brought to you by the Buffalo Wild Wings. The scoreboard brought to you by Essentia Health. And the half inning where Bismarck bats is brought to you by the Bone and Joint Center. And the half inning when Mandan bats is brought to you by Magnitude Sports. We'll just bring this whole game brought to you by the Bone and Joint Center, since Mandan's pretty much right across the river from Bismarck. Here's the code.
Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper, keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart. For the
All right, we're going to take a timeout for the national anthem, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness, determination. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. All right, welcome back to Young Field here in West Fargo, part of the Essential Health Baseball Complex. Mike Mason alongside Chris Hoven working the camera and graphics for us. Certainly appreciate his efforts this weekend. And, well, these 5 days, it's a little bit more than a weekend. It's almost a full week. And certainly appreciate everybody, Chris, Riley, Brad, who'll be on later today and tomorrow for helping us out with some of the games as well. And we hope that you've enjoyed the broadcast, whether your team won or lost. Outside of that factor, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, and we hope you continue to enjoy the broadcast here on Magnitude Sports of the state tournament. It's the Bismarck Governors and the Mandan Chiefs. Let's go ahead and take a look at that tournament bracket here as we pull it up here. And as you look at day one action, Fargo Post 2 over Williston, Mandan over Dickinson, Jamestown over Bismarck, and West Fargo over Post 400. And then in yesterday's action, it would be Bismarck defeating and eliminating Post 400 from the tournament. Dickinson would double up and defeat Williston and eliminate them from the tournament. West Fargo and Jamestown would meet up yesterday, and Jamestown would grind out a 2-1 victory over West Fargo. And then Fargo Post 2, after falling 1-0 in the top of the first, would take care of business from that point moving forward and defeat Mandan. So tonight, it'll be the number 1 seed versus the almost last seed in the tournament. 1 versus 7, Fargo Post 2 versus Jamestown. And matter of fact, the ace seed has been eliminated, so they are the last remaining seed remaining in the tournament. We can put it that way. Dickinson and West Fargo will be right after this game, and Bismarck and Mandan about to get started right now. This game will be, let's see here, the winner of Dickinson and West Fargo will play the winner of Fargo Post 2 and Jamestown tonight. And the winner, let me pull up the other schedule. I think I may have missaid that, actually. So the winner of Game 9, which is this game here, will play the loser of Game 11, which would be either Post 2 or Jamestown. So if we go back over to our bracket, the loser of Post 2 and Jamestown will drop down to that Game 12, that 2 o'clock game tomorrow, to play the winner of Bismarck or Mandan. That's how that one will work out. And then the winner of Dickinson West Fargo will play the winner of Fargo Post 2 in Jamestown. And then then I'll set up our 2 matchups for tomorrow, and then the winner of those 2 games will play in the state championship game. And if the team with 1 loss defeats the team with no losses, then we'll have that second game on Saturday at approximately 3 o'clock. So that's how it's going to set up there as we go back now to the top of the first inning as we get ready to play here some baseball on day 3 of the state tournament. Avery Bogner will be the leadoff batter here for the Chiefs. 1:01 p.m. for the first pitch. Comes across for a strike to Bogner. Tommy Kralik is on the mound here for the Bismarck Governors. We'll go around the bases here as we didn't get a chance to go through the starting lineups, but we'll certainly do that here in a moment. 0-2, and that pitch is high and in, and it's ball 1. Max Vig is behind the plate catching here for the Governors, and then around the bases, you got Noah Riedinger at first, Ryan Kipe at second, Mike Fagerlin the shortstop, Lucas Vasey at third. Outfield after the 1-2. That one will come in and miss, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. In center field for the Bismarck Governors is Gavin Lill. In right field is Isaac Pegors, and Carson Machenbacher is in left field. Avery Bogner, Isaac Huddle, and McCoy Keller are the first 3 batters we'll see from Mandan here, as Avery Bogner now comes to a full count. Strike, followed by 3 balls. So on the 5 pitches so far, and the ball strike count is the pitch count for Kralik. Or the pitch split, I should say. There's pitch number 6 for Kralik. That one will come in, and that one's bombed away to right field and drifts foul, and that'll be an unofficial strike, and it'll remain 3-2. So pitch number 7 of the at-bat coming up here for the first batter of the game. Once again, Isaac Huddle is the batter on deck here for the Mandan Chiefs. And the 3-2. That one fouled back. And at some point during the overnight, that yellow leaf is gone now. If you're tuning into the game last night, you know what I was referencing. So, pitch number 8 of the at bat, excuse me. And that one's fouled away. It's fouled away the last 3. And the first batter of the game is going to look at pitch number 9. This is payoff pitch number 4 for Kralik. And he delivers it in for strike 3. A Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Tommy Kralik. First one of the game, 1 up, 1 down. Isaac Huddle will step up to the plate now.
Isaac Huddle.
Huddle had a hit to center. Now this one's going to right. That one's gone. Say goodbye to it. It is a home run for Isaac Huddle to right field. And the Mandan Chiefs start the game off with a home run in the top of the first, just like they did yesterday. And Huddle will round third. That one was gone the moment it left the bat.
Now batting for Mandan, the designated hitter, number 11, McCoy Keller.
The 10th pitch of the game for Kralik finds itself on the outer edges of the right field fence. And it's 1-0 in favor of Mandan. Here's McCoy Keller now. He'll take the first pitch high for a ball. Now, the best thing that Mandan can hope for is that the game does not result the way it did yesterday against Post 2, and Post 2 would follow that home run up with several unanswered runs. 2-0 here to McCoy Keller. Braden Bennell is on deck here for Mandan. That's the 3rd home run of the tournament. 2 of those 3 home runs hit by Mandan batters. Kralik on pitch 14 here. It's a 3-0 count to Keller. And he'll deliver that free strike. (3-1). We'll see where Kralik sends this pitch here. And it appears to go high and inside. He jammed him up on the handle of the bat, and that'll result in basically a free strike number 2 for Kralik. We'll see if he attacks the upper inside corner or not, or maybe a curveball to the outside. We'll see where he sends it here. Payoff pitch. He attacks the strike zone down the middle, and Keller fells it off. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Runnings, Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, and the Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, Williston, and 11 other North Dakota locations. Payoff pitch number 2 here for Kralik on Keller. That one sent to center field. It'll drop for a base hit. And Keller's on base. And Mandan continues to roll here with 1 away. Braden Bennell will step up into the batter's box here for the Chiefs.
The first baseman, number 7, Braden Bennell.
That moves Lucas Burgum into the on-deck circle here with 1 away. If no double plays happen, we'll see him next. That one will bounce into the turf for ball 1 for Bennell. Keller will stay on first. Broadcast coverage is also brought to you by Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings, and mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. As Avery Bogner hits the Buffalo Wild Wings home run to right field. Here's the 1-0. That one's sent up. Drifting back is Ryan Kipe into shallow right center, and he'll make the grab. That's out number 2 here for the Chiefs, and that brings up Lucas Burgum. Once again, the runner on first is McCoy Keller.
Number 9, Lucas Burgum.
Kralik will get the signal, deliver outside for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, and 2 outs here for the Chiefs, who lead 1-0 on the Essentia Health scoreboard. And that was in for a strike. 1-1. Nice pitch there by Mr. Kralik. 21 pitches for him now. 13 of those have found the strike zone. One of those 13 strikes is not the strike zone that he'd prefer to have it find, as that strike zone ended up over the right field fence on a Buffalo Wild Wings home run. And that brings us to our current score. 1 run on 2 hits so far here. McCoy Keller standing on first. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lucas Burgum. And the pitch, and that one's popped up, fouled away, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. If Burgum can reach base, Hudson Sheldon would be on deck. Game 1 of 3 today instead of 4, so get a little bit of relief from a 4-game day. And 2 more team seasons are on the line. That one's popped up, fouled away, and it'll remain 1-2. Lucas Burgum will deliver a nice sound effect to our crowd mic. So that one hits the ceiling of the overhang here in front of the grandstand behind home plate, which is right in front and below of our press box location. 1-2. That pitch came in just a little bit low, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes now, the count here to Burgum. Kralik sets and delivers, and Burgum sends it foul, third base side. Had that stayed fair, it would have been 3-0. But he went to hair early on that swing. But he certainly got all of that pitch. So it remains 2-2. Pitch 26 coming up here for Kralik. So he checks the runner on first, which is Keller, and delivers. That one popped up. That one could be another chance here for Kipe. Actually, it'll swerve over towards Redinger at first, and that'll be a pop-up. They leave 1 on base, but they get 1 across on a couple of hits, and they leave 1 on base with no errors. And it's now 1-0 on the Essentia Health scoreboard with the Governors due up. They'll bring up Lucas Vasey, Gavin Lill, and Isaac Pegors. Ben Kleinknecht will be on the mound for Mandan when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! Yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Hey, welcome back. Young field here in West Fargo. Avery Bogner with a home run to right field. Counts for the only scoring so far. I'm sorry, Isaac Huddle, my apologies, had the only scoring so far. Lucas Vasey, Gavin Lill, Isaac Pegors are the first three. The middle three are Noah Riedinger, Carter Kruger, and Mike Fagerlin. The bottom three are Carson Machenbacher, Ryan Kipe, and Max Vig. That's how the Bismarck Governors will line up with their batting lineup. We'll go around the bases here from Mandan. Once again, Ben Kleinknecht on the mound. 2 balls and no strikes to Lucas Vasey, the batter here for the Bismarck Governors. And the pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. Isaac Huddle is behind the plate. He's Mr. Home Run Guy of the day. And around the bases, Braden Bunnell at first. Hudson Sheldon at second. Lucas Burgum, the shortstop. Avery Bogner at third. Here's the 2-1. That one comes in for a strike on the inside edge. And we're even at 2. In the outfield, Seth Lorenz in center. Regan Slosher in right. And Anthony Johnson in left. And that is how the Mandan Chiefs set up defensively here in this elimination game on day 3 of the 2022 AA Legion Baseball Tournament. State Tournament. A lot of words to add in there, and I missed the word state. I missed the words North Dakota, but you get the idea. Full count, 3-2, and that one hit into center field. Nice hit there by Lucas Vasey on the full count, and he'll earn a single off that one, and that'll bring up Gavin Lill. So a runner on base for Bismarck, 13 minutes into the game. Top of the first took 10 minutes to play, and then we had the warm-up for the pitcher, so we had a couple minutes in between innings, and now the bottom half of the first is taking 1 minute to play so far. Gavin Lill is the batter. Ben Kleinknecht on the mound. He'll set and deliver. And that one's also going to center field. That one's going to drop more than likely, and it does. And that is going to be back-to-back singles to put 2 runners on. And Bismarck is in business early here in this elimination game. Brings up Isaac Pegors.
Now batting for the Governors, the right fielder, number 7, Isaac Pegors.
Once again, the winner of this game will go on to play the winner of Fargo Post 2 in Jamestown. That's played at 7 o'clock this evening. Brad Anderson will have the play-by-play call on that game tonight. He'll also have the play-by-play on the West Fargo Dickinson game coming up at 4 o'clock. That one is popped up. First base side and going foul. Bunnell is there, and now he's called off, and it was Hudson Sheldon who called him off. It looked like Bunnell had all of the look on that one, but Sheldon able to make the catch. So Pegors will pop out into first base foul territory, and he'll pop out to the second baseman. Normally the first baseman has that one, but not this time around. Here's Noah Riedinger. Kleinknecht delivers, and Riedinger delivers out a fly ball to center field, going all the way back to the wall, and it's got it. No, it's not out of here. It bounced off the orange rim on top and back into the field of play. And Lucas Vasey will score. Also sliding in from first is Gavin Lill. It's a 2-run RBI double for Noah Riedinger. That was almost a 3-run homer, but it bounced off the orange rim in the outfield and stayed in the field of play. And now Bismarck has taken a 2-1 lead here on the Essentia Health scoreboard.
Number 10, Carter Kruger.
So 1 away, 2 runs across. Runner on second, Noah Riedinger. Carter Kruger the batter now. He'll face pitch number 10 from Ben Kleinknecht. 3 runs here in the first inning of play. And that pitch comes in just a little bit low. It's ball 1. Kleinknecht looks at Riedinger on second and delivers. That one's in low, and it squirts off to the left of Huddle. And Riedinger, keeping his eyes on the ball, realized that there wasn't a great opportunity to move the third there. 2-0 the count here to Kruger. Kleinknecht will get the signal. He'll set. He'll blink at Riedinger and deliver. And this one hit hard over towards Burgum. Burgum will look Riedinger back to second and then fire over to first for the out. So it's a 6-3 ground out for Kruger.
With 2 down brings up the shortstop, number 17, Michael Fagerlund.
And the shortstop, Mike Fagerlund, steps up to the plate here for the Governors. Fagerlund has had some success in his games here on Magnitude Sports. He's 5 for 9. Now he's going to be 5 for 10 as he'll ground out to the shortstop, Lucas Burgum. And that'll do it for the bottom half of the first. 1 inning complete, a 2-1 ball game. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Talk to you in a bit.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local running store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back to Young Field. 2-1 game here in favor of the Governors on the Essentia Health scoreboard. Swing and a miss by Hudson Sheldon. Strike 1. Tommy Kralik still on the mound. He just tossed pitch 27. According to my numbers, anyway. 9 balls, 18 strikes, 19 minutes into the ball game. And the pitch is on the outside edge for strike 2. 2 pitches and 2 strikes to Hudson Sheldon. Sheldon, Arenz, and Slosher. Batters 6, 7, and 8 for Mandan will be the ones we see for sure here in the top half of 2. Mandan trailing by a run. And a swing and a miss for a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Kralik.
With 1 down brings up the center fielder, number 3, Seth Ahrens.
Seth Ahrens will step up to the plate now here. He'll face pitch number 30 from Kralik. We're 19 minutes into the ball game. Once again, around the bases, Kralik on the mound, and Vig behind the plate, and Riedinger at first, Kipe second, Fagerlund short, Vasey third, Lil in center, Pigors in right, and Machenbacher in left for the Governors. 1 ball, no strike to Seth Ahrens. 10 balls, 20 strikes on 30 pitches for Kralik. And here's pitch 31. 1-0 delivery is sent high to right field and drifts foul for a strike. It's 1-1. This game brought to you by the Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, with locations in Dickinson, Williston, and 11 other North Dakota locations as well. You can visit them at bone-joint.com. Click on the locations button to find the location nearest you. 2 balls and a strike now here to Seth Ahrens. Two balls and a strike. 3-1 now as that pitch comes low and out. And that one's off the glove, and that will put Arenz on first with a walk. That'll bring up Regan Slosher.
Batting for the Chiefs, the right fielder, number 15, Regan Schlosser.
Regan Slosher, 1 for 3 lifetime on Magnitude Sports. He hasn't had many plate appearances when playing on Magnitude, but he gets one here today in the state tournament. And that pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. $14 balls, 21 strikes on 35 pitches for Kralik. Here's pitch 36 on the 1-0 count. 10 of those 35 pitches came on the first batter of the game. 2-0 now here to Schlosser. Anthony Johnson moves into the on-deck circle. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Sweet Shots in Fargo, Post 400 Baseball, the Knickerbocker in Hickson, and Touchmark in Bismarck and Fargo, along with West Fargo Baseball. And many others that we'll get to throughout the broadcast. But we thank each and every one of them for their support. And if you have a chance to patronize any of those businesses that you hear about in today's broadcast, we'd certainly appreciate that. 2 balls, no strikes. And a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Governors here on the Essentia Health scoreboard. And now it's a 3 balls and no strikes count to Schlosser. And Kralik has that free strike coupon in his pocket. We'll see if he cashes it in here. And he'll walk him. He'll keep that free strike coupon for later. 4-pitch walk to Schlosser, puts on 2 for Mandan and brings up Anthony Johnson. And it'll also bring Coach, I believe that's Coach Skytland, if I'm saying that correctly, to the mound for a visit. Playing some Ozzy Osbourne, another song that YouTube hates. If I were to let that one play, I would be sending a text message to a good buddy of mine showing a screenshot. If he was responsible for playing it, we'll say that. But he's not responsible for playing it today. He's also not responsible. Oh, wait, he might be responsible for that other one, so I'll keep my mouth shut on that one there. 2-1 in favor of Mandan, or in favor of Bismarck. Mandan threatening with a runner in scoring position, another runner on first. This is Anthony Johnson. And Anthony Johnson sends one up high to center field. Backpedaling is Lil, and it's over his head to the Ivory. And they're going to send Arends around third. They're also going to send Schlosser, who's right behind him. 2-run score, and now Mandan retakes the lead at 3-2. It's a 2-run double for Johnson. And I'm waiting to see if they charge that as a hit or an error. The umpire's going out to the Ivory to see which side of the Ivory that's in, because apparently they have not found the ball yet. We had that situation happen in the Mandan Post 2 game yesterday. And I think, I couldn't see, but I think he's going to call a ground rule double. So Anthony Johnson, as a result, only 1 run will score, and it'll be a 2-2 ball game. And that will put Schlosser at third instead of scoring. So it's a ground rule double for Anthony Johnson. That ties the ball game. Scores Arends, pushes Schlosser to third, and Anthony Johnson on second via the ground rule double. I've been calling baseball and softball games for 5 years, and today and yesterday are the only times I've seen the umpires out in center field checking on a ball if it was an infield hit, a ground rule double, or a home run. And I thought I've seen everything, but apparently I am continued to be surprised here with every game that we do. That one's a hit into the gap in left center over the head of Mike Fagerlund. Scoring is Schlosser, rounding third is Anthony Johnson, and now Mandan is doubled up here on Bismarck. They lead 4-2 on the Essentia Health scoreboard. It's a 2-run RBI single for Bogner into left center to give Mandan the lead. 3 runs here in the top of the second so far. So they just had to wait a little bit longer, and that looks like that's going to be the end of the day for Kralik. I had him down for 40 pitches, 17 balls, and 23 strikes. He gives up 4 runs. He's responsible for Bogner on first should he come around and score. And the new pitcher coming in to pitch here for Bismarck is going to be, he's jogging in from the bullpen right now. Now he's entering the field. Grab the binoculars here. Looks like number 21, I think. No, it's number 34, and that is going to be, let me look at my roster here. That is Luke Pengilly. So Luke Pengilly will get some warm-up tosses here. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
All right, let's look at Luke Pengilly on the mound. Test, there we go. There's our microphone. There's a look at Luke Pengilly on the mound. Isaac Huddle is the batter. With 1 away, we might see McCoy Keller this inning as well, as Huddle will be the first batter that Pengilly faces. The runner on first is Avery Bogner. Should he come around and score, that run would be charged to Tommy Kralik. So see if Pengilly can get the Governors out of this inning as they find themselves down 4-2 after giving up 3 runs. And Bismarck not taking any chances, coaching coming out and making a pitching change. And we'll see if that benefits them or not here as that pitch comes across for a ball to Isaac Huddle. Isaac Huddle, last time he was up, he made the game 1-0 with a Buffalo Wild Wings right field home run. And we'll see if he can replicate that process on this at bat here and really give Mandan a advantage in this contest. Right now they've doubled up here on Bismarck in this elimination game, and we've seen some nice offense from both clubs in this contest so far. But before Bismarck has a chance to respond, they'll have to take care of Mandan here in the top of the second. Once again, the runner on is Avery Bogner on first. Pengilly will deliver. That one's going to center field, and it looks like Gavin Lill will get underneath it right in front of the 370 mark. And now taking the 75-foot trot back to first is Avery Bogner, and that puts 2 away here in the top of the second.
Number 11, McCoy Keller.
McCoy Keller, single to center field as he'd lift one up just high enough for nobody to be able to jump up and snag it. It was part of back-to-back singles in that first inning. That one's going high to right field. Running back is Isaac Pegors right at the wall. It's over his head. It's going to be a base hit, and rounding third is Avery Bogner. He will come in and score, and it's an RBI double for McCoy Keller. And Mandan increases their lead to 5-2.
Now batting for the Chiefs, the first baseman, Braden Bunnell.
That brings up Braden Bunnell 0 for 1 with a fly out to Ryan Kipe last time he was at the plate. And another runner in scoring position here. Another base hit would be brutal here against Bismarck. And that one's flared off to the first base side for strike one. Six pitches for Pengilly right now. 1 ball and 5 strikes, 31 minutes into the ball game. And a 5-2 lead here for Mandan on the Essentia Health scoreboard. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one hit the corner. Nice pitch there by Pengilly, and it's 0-2. You hear claps from Bismarck fans. You hear a couple of groans from some Mandan fans. At least I'm assuming they're coming from Mandan fans. I don't see why Bismarck fans would groan at that one. So 0-2 the count. And the pitch outside for a ball. He would send it out there probably on purpose to see if Bennell would chase, but he did not. He has a couple pitches to work with, so he can afford that at the moment. Bennell 0 for 1. He would fly out to Ryan Kite, the second baseman, last time he was at the plate. Now Kite playing a little bit closer to that second base bag as Pengilly will look Keller back to the bag. 32 minutes into the ball game now as Pengilly takes a look at Keller once again. Now he'll set after getting the signal here from Vig. He'll look at Keller once again and deliver the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch to the outside, and Bennell chased it, and that ends the inning. They strand one on base, and we go to the bottom of the second with Carson Machenbacher, Ryan Kipe, and Max Vig. Ben Kleinknecht will toss pitch 14 to the bottom of the order, 7, 8, and 9. 5-2 in favor of Mandan here on the Essentia Health scoreboard. We're back in a moment.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, bottom of 2 here as we return to Essentia Health Baseball Complex in Young Field at West Fargo, North Dakota for the 2022 North Dakota AA Legion State Baseball Tournament. Mandan Chiefs with a 5-2 lead, plating a total of 4 runs in the top of the second. They've scored in every inning so far, but so has Bismarck. So we'll see how they respond here in the bottom half of the 2. Game brought to you today by the Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, Williston, and 11 other North Dakota locations. You can find them online at bone-joint.com. Hot pitch is high for a ball to Machenbacher. It'll be Machenbacher alongside Ryan Kipe and Max Vig. Batters 7, 8, and 9 here in the home half of 2 for the Bismarck Governors. Kleinknecht on pitch 15 right here. And that pitch 15 is in for strike number 9. It's 1-1. To Carson Machenbacher. Once again, Ryan Kipe is on deck here for the Governors. Nobody on base. We're 35 minutes into the ball game. Brought to you by Network Center in Fargo, Touchmark in Bismarck and Fargo, and the Bone and Joint Center, among others, including Runnings and Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill. 2-1 here to Machenbacher. 2-1 is inside, and now it's 3-1 to Machenbacher. Games coming up later today on Magnitude Sports. We'll have the West Fargo Patriots and the Dickinson Rough Riders coming up at 4 o'clock following this contest here. That one fouled off to the third base side, and it's going to remain it's going to become a 2-2 count. Or it's going to become a full count, I should say. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, it's the battle of undefeateds, Fargo Post 2 and Post 14 Jamestown. And that one's fouled at the plate to the right side of the batter's box. Ball strike, ball, fouled away in that order on the pitches so far. And now Machenbacher will face pitch number 20 from Ben Kleinknecht. Payoff pitch number 3. 2, actually. Number 2. And now time is called here as Machenbacher will step out and step back in. Nobody out, nobody on, and a full count here, and a big pitch coming up from Ben Kleinknecht. And on the edge, he got him. He'll go down window shopping. That'll bring up Ryan Kipe. That's Ben Kleinknecht's first strikeout of the game. Ryan Kipe, heavy hitter to left, sent a few to center when playing on Magnitude Sports. And that pitch is just a little low, and it's ball one. Once again, Kleinknecht on the mound, Huddle catching, Bennell at first, Sheldon at second, Burgum at short, Bogner at third. The pitch comes in for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Arenz in center, Johnson in left, Schlosser in right for Mandan. Kleinknecht with pitch 23. 1-1, fouled at the plate, 1-2. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Essentia Health, and mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. Sean Carlson, 98% satisfaction rate. If you're looking for a brand new home, or find him on the website and contact him. That one sent up high all the way to the ivory. He runs into the fence, and did he make the catch? No. It's saying it's over the fence and a ground rule double, and now the third base umpire's going out over there to confirm that. So hold off on the scoring here. I've never seen this many trips to center field in a game, let alone a state tournament. It's a ground rule double. So Ryan Kipe was hoping for an inside the park home run, but he'll have to trot back to second base.
Now batting for Bismarck, the catcher, number 25, Maxim Vig.
I've called a lot of games here at Young Field in West Fargo, and never have I seen that happen 3 times in 2 days. Will it happen again? That's the question. I don't know, was that a check swing? Yes, it was a check swing that went too far, and it's 0-1 now to Max Vig. And the pitch outside. Bounces off the turf for a ball, 1-1 to count to Max Vig. So Ryan Kipe reaches on a ground rule double. That puts Lucas Vasey, the third baseman, on deck. Max Vig and Vasey representing batters 9 and 1 in the lineup here for the Bismarck Governors. They're down 5-2, looking for a hit to trim that lead down to 5-3. Here's the pitch, and there's the not hit. It's going to be a ground out to Sheldon, but on the plus side, Kipe will advance to third on that ground out. And now Ryan Kipe is 90 feet away.
And the third baseman, number 4, Lucas Vasey.
Lucas Vasey, he singled back in the first inning. Part of a 2-run inning for Bismarck. Two away and a runner on third, and a big at-bat here for Vasey, and an even bigger batter for Ben Kleinknecht to try and strike out. So far, he has 1 ball, no strike on Vasey. And the pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. These two teams here, probably the most familiar of any two that you could pair up in this state tournament outside of West Fargo and Post 400. 2-1 the count to Lucas Vasey. These two teams, well, not necessarily these two teams, but people from the two communities will probably argue with you on which side of the river is better. 2-2 the count here to Lucas Vasey. I used to live in Bismarck. I used to live in Mandan, so I'm neutral on that argument. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch here with Ryan Kipe on third. Big pitch and a big hit. Fly ball center field. Running after it is Arends. He makes the catch. That'll strand the runner, and Bismarck scores none. Still a lot of baseball to play, but the Mandan Chiefs are in a 5-2 lead right now over the Bismarck Governors. Here on the Essential Health Scoreboard, we're back in a moment. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive. Lunch showed up yet? Nope, not yet. All right, welcome back. Young field here in West Fargo. Mandan with 1 run in the first, 4 in the second. And they have a 5-2 lead over the Bismarck Governors. And now Mandan comes up to bat once again.
Hitters in their order. Leading off will be the shortstop, number 9, Lucas Burgum.
All right, you may have heard it from our PA announcer, Lucas Burgum, the shortstop, leading things off here in the home half, or the top half of the third. He would pop out to the first baseman on his last trip to the plate. I want to say hi to Jim watching from Denver, North Carolina. Jim, so far a good game here for you. We'll see if it continues. A little bit better game if you're a Mandan fan at the moment. And there's a nice hit. High to right, and Isaac Pegors will say that's not as nice of a hit as you originally thought it was. And it's 1 out. Hudson Sheldon will step up to the plate now.
Second baseman, number 5, Hudson Sheldon.
He struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. I think that was on the previous pitcher, actually. Pitch comes across for a ball to Sheldon, 1-0. In the 1-0 count. And there's a strike. Last inning, I was talking about which side of the river is better, the Bismarck side or the Mandan side. I'd have positive things to say about both. Spent more time living in Bismarck than I did in Mandan, but I did live in both of them at one point in my lifetime. And I don't know, I have to think that Mandan probably gets more sun than Bismarck does. Mandan, you can cruise down Main Street and be through the whole town in 5 minutes. Main Street in Bismarck takes you a good 11 minutes to cruise from one end of Main to the other one. Even though they're not a sponsor, I'm going to give them a shout out. If you ever get a chance to go to Big Boy at the end of Main Street in Bismarck, you should. Little Cottage Cafe, I think is what it's called, or at least that's what it used to be called when I lived there. They may have changed it now. There's a strikeout.
Center fielder, number 3, Seth Ahrens.
And Seth Ahrens will step up to the plate. On the Mandan side, they have a really nice field there, BNC National Bank Field for the Mandan Chiefs. State tournament held there last year. 1 ball, no strike here to Seth Ahrens. I think the Bismarck side has more access to the river. And that one's blasted down to left. That was a very hard play for Vasey to make it third, and he'll head slide into second on a double. That is a base hit on an absolute smash down the third base line. And now Mandan with 2 away puts a runner on second for Regan Schlosser. As I was saying right before that hit, I think Bismarck has better access points to the river on their side. Bismarck has more Frisbee golf courses than Mandan does, and I'm a big fan of that. 0-1 the count here. And I can say this without aging myself. I had my 4th birthday party at the Mandan Pizza Hut that no longer exists. And I also used to be an assistant manager there more than a few years later after that birthday party. And once again, and my car suffered about $4,000 in hail damage sitting in the Pizza Lot parking lot in Mandan. So there's some now the goal is to find some negative memories of Bismarck. 1-2 the count here to Regan Schlosser. Started my first gig in broadcasting in Mandan at a radio station about a couple blocks north and a couple blocks to the west of that Pizza Hut I just referenced. 2 balls and 2 strikes now, the count. And a strikeout here on Schlosser, and Pengilly gets him. And that retires Mandan. They strand a runner on base, and now Bismarck will have another chance to try and crawl in, cut into this 5-2 deficit they're facing. It remains 5-2 after 2.5 played here on the Essential Health scoreboard. We're back in a moment.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
All right, welcome back to Young Field. It's 5-2 in favor of Mandan over the Bismarck Governors here on the Essentia Health scoreboard as we move into the home half of the third, and Bismarck will look to cut in to that deficit, and they'll try and do it with their 3 batters, 2, 3, and 4, Gavin Lill, Isaac Pegors, and Noah Riedinger. Ben Kleinknecht on the mound with pitch 34 coming up according to my numbers here. And that one is a ground out to first.
With 1 down, brings up the right fielder, number 7, Isaac Pegors.
Isaac Pegors is a good man to bring to the plate if you want to cut into a deficit here. And he's had a few deep hits in this game, but all of them have been flyouts so far. And we'll see if he can change that here or not. So once again, the goal here is to try and find some positive memories from my time in Mandan, because I've shared a lot of negative ones. And as I continue to think in my head, I can only think, every time I think of one, it's on the other side of the river. So I think in order to keep the Mandan fans watching, I'll just hush up for a bit. 3-0 the count here to Isaac Pegors. And that one hit him. Well, it would have been ball 4 either way. We're going to say it hit him because I think it did. And that's a negative moment in the game for Mandan. Noah Riedinger will step up to the plate here. He doubled down to right center field. Matter of fact, it bounced off the orange rim on top of the fence there, whatever that's called. I should look that up. I don't really know what that's called. I should look it up. But it bounced off it, and he would get a two-run double, and that would be a count for the 2 runs that Bismarck has scored so far here in this contest. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball, and it just bounces in front of the third base bag foul. And lucky for Riedinger that it did. Otherwise, Bogner probably would have picked that one up and thrown him out on a 5-3 potentially. Riedinger now at the 0-1 count will face pitch number 40 from Kleinknecht, and well, he'll wait a little bit as Kleinknecht tries to take out Pigors on first. 52 minutes into the ball game now. And the 0-1. Outside, and it caught the edge. From up here, I'm just to the right side of home plate. I don't think that caught the edge, if I'm being 100% honest. But the umpire said it did, so it's 0-2. And Pigors sends another fly ball up to right field, but it's not deep enough as Schlosser's there for the catch. And that puts 2 away here for Bismarck in the home half of 3. Carter Kruger will step up to the plate now.
Hitter for the Governors, number 10, Carter Kruger.
Kruger 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop Burgum the last time he was at the plate. And Kleinknecht delivers a pitch in for strike. It's the highest that pitch could be without being a ball. It's 0-1. Somebody near our crowd mic just got a text message. I heard the ding. And Burgum to second, and that'll be the only out they need. The force out at second on the 6-4 will bring us to the top of the 4th. Anthony Johnson, Avery Bogner, Isaac Huddle. It's batters 9-1 and 2 for Mandan as they hang on to a 5-2 lead through 3 innings of play here over their Cross River rivals, the Bismarck Governors. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. All right, welcome back. Young field here in West Fargo. 5-2 lead for the Mandan Chiefs over the Bismarck Governors here on the Essential Health scoreboard. Luke Pengilly will toss pitch 22 to Anthony Johnson, who's batter 9 in the lineup. Then we'll flip it to the top of the order with Avery Bogner and Isaac Huddle. Huddle had the home run back in the first inning of play for Mandan. It's the 3rd home run of the tournament, and 2 of those 3 home runs have been hit by Mandan Chiefs. Here's the pitch, and that one comes in for ball, 1-0. Positive memory from Mandan. I won a karaoke singing contest. I placed 3rd in one in Bismarck, so there's one positive from the Mandan side. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one's outside for 2 balls and no strikes. Mandan has better bowling alleys and better karaoke establishments. Let's put it that way. I use the word establishments in family-friendly mode of what they actually are called, but 3-0 the count. And there's a pitch on the outside edge for a strike. 3-1. A karaoke contest I won by singing a Eminem song in a country bar. It was not popular, except by the judges. I was popular, so that's what mattered the most. 3-1 turns into 3-2 on that pitch there by Penn Gilly. Bismarck at their field at Bismarck Municipal Ballpark does have the better press box area because I can get a camera through it, through the window, like I can here in West Fargo.
Top of the order for Mandan and the third baseman, number 8, Avery Bogner.
And nothing against Mandan, but I simply can't do that from the press box in Mandan. I think they have like a little bit of a bar system, if I remember correctly, or the window opens the wrong way. It's one of the two. I can't remember which one it is. It's one of those two, though. Johnson walks. Bogner sees that first pitch for a ball. Bogner 1 for 2. Struck out looking, and then he singled to left last time he was at the plate. Here's 1-0 now. And now Penn Gilly will step off. Force Johnson to touch up on the first base bag. Once again, 1 ball, no strike here to Avery Bogner. We're 58 minutes into the ball game, 2 minutes shy of an hour. That one will pop away. Taking off for second is Johnson as Vig goes after it. We'll call that a wild pitch. And I'll call it ball 2. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Runnings, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, the Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, Williston, and 11 other North Dakota locations, along with Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings, mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, the Network Center in Fargo as well. Bringing you coverage of the state tournament here on Magnitude Sports. 3-0 now here to Avery Bogner. Once again, Anthony Johnson, the runner on second here for Mandan, leading 5-2 over Bismarck here on the Essentia Health scoreboard with nobody out in the top of the 4th. And there's a strike from Penn Gilly, 3-1 now to Bogner. Isaac Huddle is on deck. He's the one who hit that solo shot to right in the first inning of play. And the pitch. Inside for a strike. That was very close to being a ball, but he was able to paint the outer edge of the plate with the inner edge of the ball. And now it's a full count at 3-2. Ball, strike, strike. He'll look back there at Johnson on second, deliver. This one hit out towards third, and he'll look the runner back to second and throw it over to first for a 5-3 ground out. And that's 1 down here for Mandan.
With 1 down brings up the catcher, number 10, Isaac Huddle.
Huddle for 2, a fly out to center, and a solo shot to right on a Buffalo Wild Wings home run on his first 2 trips to the plate. Home run came first, the solo shot came the home run came first, the fly out came second. And he steps up to the plate at the 1 hour mark in the ball game here, and Huddle will take the first pitch outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Penn Gilly on pitch 35, according to my numbers. And he'll step off, and we'll wait for pitch 35 here a little bit longer. Penn Gilly with the 1-0. That one's popped up. Drifting over is Vasey, the third baseman, and he makes a catch. That's out number 2.
With 2 down brings up the designated hitter, number 11, McCoy Keller.
So now there's 2 away with a runner on second. Mandan stranded a runner on second in the top of the 3rd, and they're in danger of doing the exact same thing here in the top of the 4th. McCoy Keller's 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and now that one is foul. It just barely dropped to the left of the line in left field. And had he waited 1/100th of a second to take that swing, it would be 6-2 right now in favor of Mandan. No balls and a strike here to McCoy Keller. That one's served up to center field. Gavin Lill going back, and he makes the catch. That's the 2nd time he's made a catch deep like that. And that is 3 outs. Fagerlund, Machenbacher, and Kite, batters 6, 7, and 8. Ben Kleinknecht with pitch 44, and Mandan up 5-2 after 3.5. We're halfway through the contest. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! Yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local Runnings store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
All right, welcome back. Young field here. Mike Fagerlund will lead things off in the bottom of the 4th. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop Burgum last time he was at the plate. And the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 hour and 4 minutes into the ball game. And the pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. Once again, the winner of this one will play the winner of Post 2 in Jamestown. Unless Mandan and Post 2 win, then they would not meet, because that game would, unless it's not possible to reschedule an opponent, but they will do everything in their power to not match a previous matchup in the state tournament. So if Mandan wins and Post 2 wins, we'd have a different game 11. If Bismarck wins, then it'd be Bismarck versus Post 2 or Jamestown, or it'd be against Post 2 if Post 2 won. But then if Bismarck and Jamestown won, those two would not meet. So the only way we'll have a true matchup in Game 11 is if Mandan and Jamestown win.
Now batting for the Governors, left fielder number 11, Carson Machenbacher.
So runner on now here with Fagerlund on first, and now Machenbacher takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. And that one's hit to right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Fogland into second. He's going to turn the corner and go to third, and he'll be held up there. And now Bismarck is in business as sliding into second is Machenbacher. And Bismarck will bring the tying run to the plate in Ryan Kipe.
That brings up the second baseman for the Governors, number 2, Ryan Kipe.
A base hit could put Bismarck right back into this one. Last time Kipe was up, he would send a ball deep to left center field. It would be ruled a ground rule double. And he would score 1 run on that hit instead of 2. And then on the next batter, the runner that scored and was forced back to third would end up scoring. And that accounts for the... Or no, I'm thinking of Mandan, actually. He would get a ground rule double nonetheless. Sorry, I mixed that one up. Here's Kleinknecht's 50th pitch, and it's in for a ball. Check that. That was pitch 51, actually. And now Huddle will, for lack of better wording, huddle up with Kleinknecht on the mound to talk things over. Fagerlin on third, Machenbacher on second, Ryan Kipe the batter with Max Vig on deck. Kipe and Vig representing batters 8 and 9 in the lineup here for Bismarck. As Bismarck looks to take advantage of this opportunity with 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out. 20 balls, 31 strikes on 51 pitches for Kleinknecht. Here's pitch 52. In for a strike, 1-2. Even if Kipe strikes out here, 2 runners on with 1 out is still not a bad position to be in here for Bismarck. Max Vig would be the next batter, assuming a triple play doesn't happen. That one will bounce into the turf for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 from number 2, Kleinknecht, is into the dirt for a ball. Full count. And a payoff pitch for Kleinknecht. Drop slow and the bases are loaded. And a huge opportunity now for Bismarck. As Max Vig steps up to the plate, he grounded out to Sheldon, the second baseman. And before Vig will see that pitch, we're going to see a visit to the mound here for Mandan. Mandan up. Some would say, well, you in this game, you would not say it's a comfortable 5-2 lead, but up to this point, it was a comfortable 5-2 lead. And now the bases are loaded with nobody out. Coach will come out and talk some possible scenarios of what could possibly happen, depending on if the ball is hit to third, second, first, to the outfield, et cetera, et cetera. Possible, I don't think we'll see any sort of squeeze bunt here, or sacrifice bunt, suicide squeeze is what I meant to say on that first reference. But it's certainly not out of the realm of possibility, I guess, either. As the base runners will huddle up with their Bismarck coach as well. And if Jim from North Carolina is still watching, you'll see that they're not the only team to do that. I was actually talking with Jim on the phone earlier this morning, and he brought up the fact that he's never seen players go and talk to the third base coach. And we have a new pitcher on the mound, too. It's number 11, McCoy Keller. So, as I was saying a moment ago, I was speaking with Jim on the phone this morning. He said that in those West Fargo games, he's never seen the base runners go over and talk to the coach. And now you see more than just West Fargo doing that. We've seen it from Bismarck. And to be honest, I've never seen that prior to this year. I've seen it plenty of times this baseball season, but in previous baseball seasons, I've never seen it. So I don't know if that's a new thing this year, or I just haven't gone to the right games in the previous years, or what the case may be. But so once again, taking over on the mound, Ben Kleinknecht, unofficially at 55 pitches, 23 balls and 32 strikes. He gave up 5 runs on 6 hits. He's responsible for all 3 runners on base should they come across and score. And now taking over on the mound here is McCoy Keller. And as I browse around, I don't see any other changes. Bogner's still at third. Burgum's still at short. Sheldon's still at second. Bonnell's still at first. So and I would assume the outfield hasn't changed either. First pitch comes in for a strike. First pitch, first strike from McCoy Keller. Keller will likely replace the DH in the lineup. That one fouled away here for a strike. And it's 0-2. So 2 pitches, and McKellar has recorded 2 strikes here on Max Vig. Lucas Vasey is on deck. That would return us to the top of the order here for Bismarck. We're an hour and 12 minutes into the ball game here in an elimination game, and Bismarck looking to avoid elimination. Trying to take advantage of this bases loaded, no out situation here. 5 runs on 6 hits for Mandan, 2 runs on 6 hits for Bismarck. No errors in the game yet. That pitch outside for a ball, 1-2. I think it's 1-2. The scoreboard says 0-2, but there we go. Now it's 2-2. And the scoreboard has agreed with my humble opinion. I was told not to give any humble opinions today, so I had to give one there. That one's popped up. Burgum's tracking it. Now Bogner comes over, and that'll be caught by Bogner. Runners stay put.
At the top of the order for the Governors, and the third baseman, number 4, Lucas Vasey.
I was looking at Bogner and Burgum. I'm not sure if the ump called an infield fly on that or not. He may have. Doesn't matter now since the ball was caught. Here's the pitch. Fouled right back. I think our cameraman jumped a little there. Just a little, he says. Just a little. Vasey 1 for 2, single to center and a fly out to center. 1 away, bases loaded, and time is called. Ryan Kipe on first, Carson Machenbacher on second, Mike Fagerlin on third. The runners on the bases for Bismarck. They're down 5-2, and Vasey with 1 swing of the bat could give Bismarck the lead again. Here's the pitch, outside for a ball. 1-1. Seven pitches for Keller now, 3 balls and 4 strikes. And that pitch is outside, and coming in to score is Fagerlin. Runners will advance on the wild pitch. That'll open up first base. And it's a 2 balls, 1 strike count. That one's hit to left field, and that is going to be caught by Johnson. Tagging on third is Machenbacher. He will score. Ryan Kipe will stay on second. And it's now a 5-4 ball game. They'll throw it over to third, as Mandan thought he may have missed the bag, but they throw it over to third, and the umpire said he was safe. So Machenbacher scores on a sac fly by Vasey, a soft line drive out into left field. And Bismarck's in business. They've cut the lead down to 1. Runner on second is Kipe. He represents the tying run. And that is a line drive. Was it caught? It was. And that won the inning. Bismarck leaves one stranded, but they get 2 across, and they get within a run. It's 5-4 in favor of Mandan here on the Essentia House scoreboard. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, it's Bunnell, Burgum, and Sheldon. Pengelly with pitch 37 after this.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
For the Mandan Chiefs heading into the top of the 5th inning, due up in their order, 4, 5, and 6 hitters. And leading off will be number 7, the first baseman, Braden Bunnell.
Braden Bunnell, the batter, here in the top of the 5th, as Bismarck has trimmed the lead down to 5-4 after trailing 5-2. They scored 2 in the first and 2 in the 4th, and goose eggs in the 2 frames in between that. Interesting note here, 8 runners left on base, 4 for each team. Each team has left 1 runner on base in each half inning. So we played 8 half innings of baseball, and 8 runners have been left on base, 1 in each half inning. A handful of those in scoring position, if not all of them. I don't know if anybody was left on first in this game. Maybe, I think at least 6 of those 8 were left in scoring position. That is 100% unofficial. That's based on my recalled memory of the first 4 innings of this game. And that pitch is out for a strike. It's 2 balls and a strike here to Braden Bunnell. He's 0 for 2. Pop out to the second baseman. He went down swinging on strikes last time he was at the plate. Here's the 2-2. Pengelly sends it out low for a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Five runs on 6 hits, no errors, 4 left on base for Mandan. 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 4 left on base for Bismarck. There's hit number 7 for Mandan. It's going to be a base hit single for Braden Bunnell into center field. That brings up Lucas Burgum, 0 for 2. Couple flyouts, one to the first baseman, one to the right fielder.
Lucas Burgum.
Broadcast coverage brought to you by the Knickerbocker and Hickson. Post 400 baseball. Sweet Shots in Fargo. Buffalo Wild Wings and Essentia Health, along with the Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, Williston, and 11 other North Dakota locations. That one hit hard into the gap in left field. That's going to be a base hit for Lucas Burgum. That'll push his teammate up to second. And there's 2 runners on with nobody out here. And Mandan trying to respond here after giving up 2 to Bismarck in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up Hudson Sheldon. He's been up twice. He struck out twice.
The second baseman, number 5, Hudson Sheldon.
Both times he went down swinging. We're at the 1 hour and 20-minute mark of the ball game now. And now the throw back to second. It's a little bit off the mark, and back safely is Bunnell. The pitch is high, maybe a little out, and it's a ball one. Now it's hit foul, third base side. One ball and one strike here to Sheldon. And the pitch, he'll foul it away for 2 strikes. Want to say hi to Jeff? Jeff, I just sent you a text message to answer your question. 1 hour and 22 minutes into the ball game. 5-4 in favor of Mandan here in this elimination game of the day 3 of the state tournament here at Young Field in West Fargo. And that one's popped up. And that one's going to Vasey, and he will get underneath it and make the grab. That's out number 1. Bunnell on second, Burgum on first. Seth Ahrens, the batter now, 1 for 1. Seth Ahrens, he would blast one down the third base line on his last at bat. That was good for a double. Prior to that, he would draw a walk, so he's 1 for 1 officially. And now he goes to right field, now dropping shallow right for a base hit to load the bases for Mandan with only 1 out. And now Bismarck has their backs against the wall here with the bases loaded and 1 out. Regan Schlosser is the batter. Schlosser, batter 8 in the lineup. As Penn Gilly will step back up onto the mound.
Regan Schlosser.
Bismarck, after trimming that lead down to 5-4, is now in danger of giving up some runs here. And we'll see if Penn Gilly and the rest of the Governor's defense can get their team out of this inning here and keep the score at 5-4. That's the goal if you're a Bismarck Governor. And that pitch is in for a strike. Nice pitch there by Penn Gilly. It's 0-1 to Schlosser. Anthony Johnson is on deck. Regan Schlosser will face pitch number 50 now. But we'll wait just a little bit here as Max Vig will go up and share some words with Penn Gilly. Runnings, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, the Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, Williston, and 11 other ND locations. Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings. Mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Taunton Country Credit Union. And the Network Center in Fargo, along with West Fargo Baseball, Touchmark in Bismarck and Fargo, Knickerbocker and Hickson, Post 400 Baseball, and Sweet Shots in Fargo, all bringing you broadcast coverage of the state tournament this year here on Magnitude Sports. Penn Gilly will get the signal here from Max Vig, and now he'll set, look back at Burgum on second, deliver pitch 50 outside for ball 19, and it's 1-1 to Schlosser. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded. Bunnell on third, Burgum on second, Ahrens on first. Pitches outside for ball 2. Low and out. Two-one, swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. 1 hour and 25 minutes into the ball game now. We're in the top of the 5th with 1 away. And the base is loaded for Mandan. They have a 1-run lead here on the Essentia House scoreboard. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he tipped it foul, actually, so it'll be another pitch here for Schlosser. Two-two here for Pengilly. Outside, full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and possibly the biggest pitch of the game coming up here for Pengilly. Can he strike him out for out number 2, or will he walk him for run number 6 for Mandan? That's the question that we'll get an answer on, most likely on this pitch. Vig will set up to the righter edge of the plate, and he'll walk him, and it's 6-4 in favor of Mandan. The walk scores Braden Bennell from third. Now bring up Anthony Johnson. And a visit to the mound here for the Governors, and I think that's going to do it for Pengilly. And it will. 55 pitches for Pengilly, 22 balls and 33 strikes. And coming into the game to take over on the mound here for the Bismarck Governors is, looks like number 8. 8 or 3? It's number 8, and that is Avery, check that, wrong roster. It's Matthew Porter. So Matt Porter will come onto the mound here and get some warm-up tosses. He'll face Anthony Johnson, who had a ground rule double to center and drew a walk last time he was at the plate. Lucas Burgum with the walk moves to third. Seth Arends up to second. Regan Schlosser now stands on first. Pengilly will be responsible for all 3 of those runners should they come across and score. We're at 1 hour and 28 minutes into the ball game. Once again, coming up at 4 o'clock today, it'll be another elimination game where the number 3 West Fargo will take on number 4 Dickinson. And right now, the number 5 Mandan Chiefs have a 2-run lead over the 2-seeded Bismarck Governors. But as we've learned in last year's state tournament and so far in this year's state tournament, seeding doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. Right now, the only seed that's done what they've been expected to do, if your expectations are guided by seedings, is Fargo Post 2. But they'll have a tough challenge here tonight against Jamestown. And that'll be our 7 o'clock game here on Magnitude Sports. Brad Anderson will have the play-by-play call on that one. He'll also step in for our 4 o'clock game between West Fargo and Dickinson. West Fargo has had 2 outstanding games in this tournament. Both games decided by a single run. They would win 3-2 in round 1 against Post 400 Stars, and they would fall 2-1 in round 2 to the Jamestown Eagles. If Mandan wins, they'll go on to face Jamestown. If Bismarck wins, they will go on to face Fargo Post 2. And the only reason that's set that way is because they won't match previous opponents. So Mandan wins and Fargo Post 2 wins. Those 2 teams will not meet up in that game. They'll do some flip-flopping to avoid that if at all possible. In the same scenario with if Bismarck wins and Jamestown wins, they would do some flip-flopping. 0-1. Anthony Johnson, the batter. And now it's 1-1. Once again, Johnson 1 for 1, ground rule double and a walk. In that order on his 2 trips to the plate. 90 minutes, time of the ball game now. 1 out, bases loaded. You got Schlosser on first, Aaron's on second, Burgum on third. Porter delivers the 1-1. That one hit up high, deep right field, right center field, going back, and it's going to bounce on the wall. Scoring is Burgum. Arends comes across the plate, and it's a 3-run triple for Anthony Johnson. And Mandan will raise the roof. as they increase their lead to 9-4. For a moment there, I thought that might have had a chance to get out of here. But it falls right where the fence meets the ground in right center field over there by the American flag. And it's good for a 3-run triple for Anthony Johnson. Now they'll show bunt. Avery Bogner, the batter. And right as Bismarck got within striking distance, Mandan responds. And that pitch comes in low, and it's a ball, and it's 2-0 here to Bogner. Bogner 1 for 3. He struck out looking, then he singled to left, then he would ground out to third base. And the 2-0. That one hit up high left center field. That one's going back, and that one has a chance, and that one's gone. It is a 2-run homer for Avery Bogner, and Mandan increases the lead to 11-4. And that comfortable lead at 5-2 is now returned to an 11-4 lead here as we're in the top of the 5th and still only 1 out. A 2-run homer by Bogner to left center field, right over the right post of the Green Monster. Pitch will miss for a ball. 1-0 to Isaac Cuttle, who hit the home run back in the first inning. 1 run in the first, 4 runs in the second, 6 runs so far here in the 5th. And now the bases are cleared. And Isaac Cuttle, who hit a solo home run in the first, well, now has a 2-0 count. Now he has a 3-0 count. Matt Porter's next pitch will be pitch number 10. 3-0. And that one's in for a strike. Nice pitch there by Porter. And right now, Bismarck can use all the nice pitches they can get, as they have a big hill to climb here in the final 3 bottom frames of this game. And they will throw him out. High, comes down, and they got him. They'll go into the books as a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Matt Porter.
The 2 down brings up the pitcher, number 11, McCoy Keller.
McCoy Keller will step up to the plate now. And the pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. McCoy Keller is 2 for 3. He would single to center. He would fly out to center. Check that. He would single to center, double to center, and then fly out to center in that order on his 3 trips to the plate today. 1 ball and 1 strike now here to Keller. Braden Bennell is on deck with 2 away if McKellar can reach base. Strike toss there. 15 pitches for Porter now. 8 of them have been strikes. 1 hour and 35 minutes into the ball game here. And swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout, and that ends an inning that Bismarck wished never happened. They'll bring Pegors, Riedinger, and Kruger to the plate in the bottom of the 5th, and trying once again to creep back into this one, down 11-4 on the Essential Health scoreboard. And we're back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive. All right, Bismarck Governors, they're looking for some hits here in this inning as they trail 11-4 in this elimination game of the 2022 AA State Tournament. Next up is Dickinson and West Fargo, and that'll be another elimination game. Isaac Pegors, he's due for a hit. He's had several flyouts here in this state tournament through the first 3 days, and we'll see if he can get one here and get Bismarck started on this deficit that they got to overcome. Down by 7 right now. That's the biggest deficit in the state tournament for Bismarck so far. Swing and a miss for a strike. And it's, I thought there was a pitch before that one, and there was. So it's no balls and 2 strikes. Pegors will see that pitch just miss for strike 3, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. I want to say hi to Greg Harper watching. Certainly appreciate you tuning in, Greg, and we're glad that we could bring these games to all the fans around the state. Pegors pops it up, fouls it away, first base side. It'll remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. If you missed any of the games, you want to see them again, the games that have been played so far are available on demand 24/7 for your convenience, so you don't have to miss a single moment of this state tournament. 2 balls and 2 strikes now, and it's all thanks to our sponsors, including the Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, and Williston, and 11 other North Dakota locations. You can find them online at bone-joint.com, and then click on the locations button to find out which location is closest to you. Another fouled away pitch. Remains 2-2 to Pegors. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is pitch number 7 now to Pegors. And that one just missed outside, and it's a full count at 3-2. Broadcast coverage also brought to you by Runnings and Doolittle's Woodfire Grill in Fargo, along with Essentia Health and Buffalo Wild Wings. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Keller with the payoff pitch coming up here on Pegors. Swing and a miss. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. And Pegors continues to struggle here in the state tournament. And that's not normal for him. He's a big hitter for Bismarck, and he has not done a whole lot for Bismarck here in this tournament so far. He had a couple of nice hits in the game yesterday against Fargo Post 400, but that was about it. That one hit up high, left field. Anthony Johnson is there, and that is out number 2. Riedinger was the batter. He was 1 for 2 prior to that flyout. Had a double to deep right off the orange top of the fence. Fly out to right, now a fly out to left, and now Carter Kruger will step up to the plate here for the Governors with 2 away. As our following on ice score has dropped significantly from 29 down to 2. They're probably not pleased with the score right now. 1 ball and no strike. The following on ice score doesn't really matter to me. I just noticed that, and now that I've said that, we've gone from 2 to 1, so I just made somebody upset, I guess. 1-0, and there's a strike for 1-1. We're 1 hour and 40 minutes into the ball game so far. A 6-run top of the 5th from Mandan has put them in front 11-4. If you're just tuning in, Mandan has hit 2 home runs in this game, a solo shot to right, and a 2-run home run to left center. over the right post of the Green Monster in left center there. Here's the 2-1. That one hit hard on the ground, picked up by Sheldon over to first for the ground out. And it is a 1-2-3 inning for the Governors, and they have 3 less outs to work with now to try and come back from this deficit, and the Mandan bats have been hot. Will they score more in this top half of the 6th? We'll find out. They'll try and do it with Bunnell, Burgum, and Sheldon, the middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Matt Porter will pitch 17, and we return after this here on Magnitude.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
All right, 5 complete here at Young Field, and it's batters 4, 5, and 6 for Mandan.
For the Mandan Chiefs, 4, 5, and 6 hitters in their order.
Start with Braden Bunnell.
Number 7, the first baseman, Braden Bunnell.
He's 1 for 3. He'll pop out to the second baseman, a strikeout swinging, and a single to center field in that order on his trips to the plate today. Braden Bunnell, 5'10", 175-pound 17-year-old who will graduate in 2023. He bats right and throws right. And the pitch is in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bunnell. Once again, 1 for 3. Pop out to second. Strikeout swinging and a single to center. Now 1-2. The count here to Bunnell. On deck is Lucas Burgum. Hudson Sheldon will follow. We'll see if we can get any deeper into the lineup or not. Matt Porter with pitch 20 here. That one's cranked foul. First base side and out of play. And that one hit, and it will not sneak by. A nice play by Fargo, and he throws it over, but it's not in time. And that is going to be an infield hit, I believe. We'll see if they agree with me, and they do. Lucas Burgum, the batter now. Fargo did everything he could on that play. But with the dive to his right, and with the speed of Bunnell, he could not make the throw in time. The throw would actually bounce. And now the throw out to second is not in time. He's safe. And the shortstop, Fargoland, not happy about that one. He thought that he tagged out Bunnell, but the official says that he did not. One ball, no strikes. And now Riedinger, the first baseman, will come in a little bit. I don't know if he's expecting a possible bunt here or not. He might be. And he will come in. He'll come in and he will square up. And now the throw back up to second on the hop won't be there. Shortstop Fagerlin to prevent that one from going into center field. We'll see if on a 2-0 count, he will likely square up again unless coach has something else up his sleeve here. Riedinger's not coming up as close as he did on the previous pitch, and that's because he will not square up. So kind of exactly what we thought would happen there. Pitch comes outside. 3 balls and no strikes. I highly doubt you'll see a swing or a square up here. He'll probably just take this pitch and see if it's a ball or strike or not. And then it does come in for a strike. So cash in that free strike coupon. And it's 3-1. And now we'll see if Burgum squares up again or not. Right now, Riedinger playing about normal on his first base side. Checking the runner on second. He'll deliver, and it's ball 4. It's high. And now walk him. And Hudson Sheldon will step up to the plate here for Mandan. And now we'll have a visit to the mound here. Once again, Hudson Sheldon, the batter. Braden Bunnell on second. Lucas Burgum on first. $11-4 is our score here on the Essential Health scoreboard. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Sweet Shots in Fargo, Post 400 Baseball, Knickerbocker and Hickson, Touchmark in Bismarck and Fargo, West Fargo Baseball, Network Center in Fargo, mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, Buffalo Wild Wings and Essentia Health, along with the Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, Williston, and 11 other North Dakota locations. Hudson Sheldon will step up to the plate now here as Matt Porter will get set for pitch number 27. And that grill right behind the press box smells very good right now. There's a bunt down the third base side. That was placed pretty well. Throw over to first, and it is not there in time. What I think happened was I don't think Riedinger was able to secure the ball in his glove, and now he's kind of hopping a little bit. And now the umpire, along with the first base, or with one of the governor's coaches, is going to come out and talk to the first base umpire. I think the throw might have been a little bit low, or it was on target and he couldn't secure the ball in his glove, because from my vantage point, it certainly looked like Lucas Burgum was safe, or Chuck, that Hudson Sheldon was safe. But we'll see what the official decision is here. And he will indeed be safe. So Sheldon on with a bunt single, or will they charge that? I don't think they'll charge that as an error. And they are charging it as a base hit. So it is a bunt single.
Now batting for the Chiefs, the center fielder, number 3.
Bunnell to third, Burgum to second. Now Sheldon on first, nobody out. And Mandan had bases loaded with nobody out in the top of the 5th, and they ended up scoring 6 runs. Here's Seth Aarons, 2 for 2, a walk, double, and a single. The double was that smash down the third base line. The single was a smash down the first base line. Pitch is high for a ball, and it's 2-0. I think the reason why they didn't charge it as an error is because he ran out that throw anyway, so he would have been safe regardless if he would have caught it or dropped it. But I had a pretty good vantage point on that. Our cameraman had a pretty good view on it too, so 2-1 the count here to Aarons. And that one comes in for strike 2. Ball, strike, strike. And we'll see if Porter can record that first out. It would be a big out and a big effort to avoid falling further than they already have. Down 7, and Mandan threatening. That one's served up to Lil in center field, and he'll take a couple trots forward to make the catch. And Bunnell was thinking about tagging, but a nice throw by Lil that was cut off by Porter. And that holds the bases, so Bismarck gets a free out there on a fly out to center by Aarons. A lucky break there to keep the score at 11-4. Regan Schlosser 0 for 1. Walk, strikeout, swinging, and a walk in that order. Top of the 6. Bismarck will get the bat in both the bottom of the 6th and bottom of the 7th. Unless Bismarck can battle back in the bottom of the 6th and take the lead. That'd be the only scenario where the bottom of the 7th may not occur. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss for 1 ball and strike. 1 out here on a fly out to center. It was not deep enough to score the run from third. And there's a strike. 9 minutes shy of the 2-hour mark of this ball game. And it was a fun one through 4 innings for both clubs. Not so fun since then for one club. Swing and a miss for a strike. And that's a strikeout. A Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. It's the total of 8 batters struck out here for the Bismarck pitchers in this game. Now Anthony Johnson with 2 away, and Bismarck just needs a fly out here or a ground ball to a positional player to likely end this inning. And if that can happen, they'll strand all 3 runners on base. The pitch. Anthony Johnson, a ground rule double, a walk, and a triple. Last time Anthony Johnson was up, he had the bases loaded and cleared it on a 3-run triple. And that was to the fence in right center. And now he strikes out, and that ends the inning. They strand 3 on base, and we move to the bottom of the 6th. It ends the top half of the inning, I should say. And Bismarck's going to need to do some work now to make it a little bit easier in the 7th. Fogelin, Machenbacher, and Kite are the due-up batters at 6, 7, and 8. Keller with pitch 23, and we return after this. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. All right, welcome back. Mike Fogerlin will lead things off here in the home half of the 6th. And Bismarck, by the time this inning comes to an end, you'd like to see it at maybe 11-7 or 11-8, if not higher than that, to give them a little bit better of a chance in the bottom of the 7th. But we'll see how many they can get here in the home half of the 6th. They're down to 6 outs, and they need 7 runs. Pitch hits the edge for a strike, 0-1. Bismarck getting stunned by Jamestown in the first game. They come back and take care of business against Fargo post 400. And they would hang tight with Mandan through the first 4 innings, and then Mandan came away with a 6-run top of the 5th. And that's the last time Bismarck. Oh, a nice diving grab by Lucas Burgum for out number 1. A line drive out by Fogerlin. And that is quite possibly may have saved this game for Mandan. A highlight play there for Lucas Burgum. And now Machenbacher will come to the plate here for the Governors. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Machenbacher 1 for 2. He struck out looking this first time up. He would double the right field the second time he stepped up to the plate. Now he'll ground it to third. Bogner over to first. That's 2 up, 2 down. 5-3 ground out. Ryan Kite, the batter now. Ground rule double to left center and a walk.
The second baseman for the Governors, Ryan Kite.
And Bismarck will look to pull off some 2-out magic here. Ryan Kite, Max Vig would be the next batter, and then we'd flip it over to the top of the order with Luke Vasey if we can get that far into the lineup. But so far, it's been 2 up, 2 down on a great catch by Lucas Bergamot, short and a 5-3 ground out on the last batter. 0-1. And the pitch. That one will bounce away. Nobody on base for Bismarck to take advantage of that. So it's not too costly. It just cost him a ball, and it's 1-1. 3 minutes shy of the 2-hour mark of this ball game. 1-1. High for a ball, 2-1. Coming up at 4 o'clock today, West Fargo and Dickinson in an elimination game. Brad Anderson will have the call on that one. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, it'll be Fargo Post 2 in Jamestown, and Brad will have the call on that one as well. 3 balls and a strike. He threw the first pitch as a strike. The last 3 have been balls from McKellar here on Ryan Kite. Once again on deck is Max Vig. There's strike 2. And now it's a full count. Will Keller strike out Kite for a 1-2-3 inning, or will he walk him and see Max Vig? We'll find out right here. Popped up, and Sheldon's there for the catch, and that is out number 3. The Governors bring up 3, and they go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 6. And now the Chiefs have a chance for some insurance here as we go to the final frame. Unless Bismarck can pull off some heroics, it'll be the final frame of this one when we return after this here on Magnitude.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! Yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, one last chance for Mandan to add some insurance to their 7-run lead. They're up 11-4 over Bismarck here on the Essentia Health scoreboard, and the Bismarck Governors went 1-2-3. They're going to look to return the favor to Mandan here and then hope to pull off some big hits in the bottom of the 7th to try and either walk off Mandan or force extras, but it's looking a little bit more difficult here for Bismarck as we near the end of this game here. It'll be Avery Bogner, Isaac Huddle, and McCoy Keller. Bogner and Huddle, batters 1 and 2, are the 2 batters in this game who have had home runs. Bogner had I believe it was the 3-run blast, or maybe it was a 2-run blast in the top of the 5th. And then Huddle had the solo shot to right back in the 1st. Bogner steps up to the plate at the 2-hour mark of the ball game. Here's the pitch, and it's low for a ball, 1-0. Bogner 2 for 4, struck out looking, then he singled to left. Then he grounded out to third, and then he hit that Buffalo Wild Wings home run to left center, just over to the right pole of the Green Monster. Back in the 5th inning of play. 1 ball and a strike. And the 1-1. And that one will pop away for ball 2. Once again, 2 hours into this ball game. Mandan struck first with that solo home run to take a 1-0 lead. Bismarck would respond with 2 of their own in the bottom of the first to take a 2-1 lead. Mandan would respond to retake the lead with 4 runs in the top of the second. That would make the score 5-2. The score would remain 5-2 until the bottom of the fourth when Bismarck would trim the lead to 5-4. Mandan responds immediately in the top of the next inning with 6 runs to bring us to our current score of 11-4, and that's where we've been ever since. 3 balls and a strike. Ball, strike, ball, ball in that order. And the 3-2, and he'll walk him. Isaac Huddle will step up to the plate now. Huddle had that.
For the Mandan Chiefs, now batting number 10, catcher Isaac Huddle.
Huddle had the Buffalo Wild Wings home run to right that was gone the moment it hit the bat. 4 home runs in this tournament now, 3 of them hit by Mandan Chief batters. The other one from Caden Fenders of the Williston Keybirds, as he would send one just to the right of the scoreboard on a 2-run homer in the 8-4 loss to Dickinson yesterday. And the 1-0 is out for 2 balls and 2 strikes to Huddle. And that one's hit to right field, and that's going to be a base hit for Huddle. And that'll move Bogner up to second. And that'll bring up McCoy Keller, who's 2 for 4. Single to center, a double to center, a fly out to center, and a strikeout swing. Center, 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 and a strikeout.
Number 11, McCoy Keller.
Pitch is high for a ball. 1-0 here to Keller. 2 runners on, and Mandan just keeps putting the runners on base. Mandan's left 7. They left the bases loaded in the top of the 6. As they threatened to add to their top of the 5th, 6-run top of the 5th that they had. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1 the count now. So once again, they had 6 in the top of the 4th, and then Mandan ended up loading the bases in the top of the 6th, but they would strand all 3 runners on base. And now they have 2 runners on with nobody out, and now another visit to the mound here for the Governors. He's walking up quickly, and he's not going to take the ball away, at least not yet. But in all 3 scenarios, in the top of the 5th, top of the 6th, they loaded the bases with 0 outs. And now here in the top of the 7th, they have runners on 1st and 2nd with 0 outs. And that certainly doesn't spell good news if you're a Governors fan. You're hoping to get out of this inning with the score remaining what it is, and then hopefully get a few big hits and maybe a nice grand slam to chop the deficit down in a hurry. But 1 run at a time is the way to do it, and as long as they get the runs without getting that 3rd out, they'll take it however it comes. Squared up, bunt away, and that one is going to be fouled off for a strike. It's 1-2. .306, next game slated to start at 4. Should start on time, depending on how long this one goes. If this one goes past 3:30, which I don't think it will, then we might have a late start, but we'll have to see. 3:07 local time here. Two balls and 2 strikes for Keller. And the 2-2 bounces away, and now the runners will advance to 2nd and 3rd. So Bogner to 3rd on a wild pitch. huddle up to second on that same wild pitch, and now a base hit, and this game is over if it's not over already. And I say that knowing that we'll still have a bottom of the 7th, but whether you're the 1 seed or the 8 seed, when you're down 7, that's not an easy task to come back from, and now the bases are loaded. So for the 3rd inning in a row, Mandan has loaded the bases with 0 outs, and here comes Coach to the mound once again. And he's not walking as fast as he was on the last visit, and now he's called in somebody, and they're going to have a pitching change here. Matt Porter will end with 53 pitches, 24 balls, and 29 strikes. They'll send him off, and I want to say, let's see here, is that number 16? Number 15 is Marcus Butts. Normally plays the catcher position, but he'll come in and pitch now. So once again, Porter done with 53 pitches, 24 balls, and 29 strikes. He'll be responsible for all 3 runners on base if they come around and score, and I've said that enough times where I should have recorded it and just played it back, but we're at 2 hours and 7 minutes. Time of the ball game now as Marcus Butts gets some warm-up pitches here. He'll face Braden Bunnell. He might face Burgum, and he might face Hudson Sheldon this inning too, depending on how Braden Bunnell goes with 3 runners on base. If they can turn a double play, that would certainly be beneficial. So we'll reset the count here for the next batter. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Runnings, Sweet Shots in Fargo, Post 400 Baseball, Doolittle Woodfire Grill, Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, Williston, and 11 other North Dakota locations. Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings, Knickerbocker and Hickson, Touchmark in Bismarck and Fargo, West Fargo Baseball, Network Center in Fargo. And last but certainly not least, our friend Sean Carlson, mortgage lender at Town and Country Credit Union. Bringing you coverage of the Stars and Patriots all season and complete coverage of the 2022 North Dakota AA Legion State Baseball Tournament here at Young Field in West Fargo. It's the 2nd year in a row that we've provided complete coverage of the state tournament here on Magnitude Sports, and we certainly look forward to years 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, if at all possible. Getting my hopes up there, but I think it can be done. And I don't know if, probably not the song that I would have played in this situation, but and now they shut that song off as soon as I say that.
Now batting for the Mandan Chiefs, the first baseman, number 7, Braden Bunnell.
Bases loaded with 0 outs for 3 innings in a row. Mandan scored 6 in the first of those 3 innings. Bismarck was able to pitch themselves out of that jam in the top of the 6th, and now they'll have to do it again in the 7th. That one, a line drive to center field. Coming in is Gavin Lill. Tagging on third is Avery Bogner. He'll slide in and score, and it's 12-4 in favor of Mandan on the Essentia Health scoreboard. It's a sac fly for Bunnell to center field. That'll open up third base. Other runners will stay put on first and second.
Now batting for the Chiefs, the shortstop, number 9, Lucas Burgum.
So now, with 1 out, if they can get another fly out, runs would likely not score. And you could say that the threat of getting more than 12 is potentially over with here as long as Butts can deliver a few good pitches here. swung on and fouled off for strike 2. Three of the 12 runs scored on a couple of home runs, a solo shot to right and a 2-run to left center. One, two, the count. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. It's Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout number 1 for Marcus Butts. And that's 2 away, and now Bismarck just needs 1 more, and then they got to bring out the bats, and I literally mean that, in the bottom of the 7th here to try and chip themselves into this one. They would need 8 to force the 8th inning. They would need 9 to walk it off and win. That's a hard hit ball, and it will not sneak by. Nice diving play by Kipe. He gets it over to first in time for the out. And that ends the inning. Mandan will strand 2 on base, and now it's time for Bismarck to pull out a few highlights when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Elimination game. And Governors looking to keep their season alive. We'll see if they can do it when we come back after this. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate-controlled hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full-swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. It's the bottom of the 7th, and the Governors have a lot of work to do. 9-1-2 are the batters we'll see for sure in this inning. The Chiefs' defense has stepped up here in the last 3 innings, and we'll see if it continues to step up here in the final half frame or not. Bismarck, not a team that'll go. They're going to go down fighting. If they don't win this game, I can guarantee you that they're going to go down fighting in this one. McCoy Keller warming up still on the mound here, and now will be his final toss, and now Max Vig will walk up to the batter's box. We're at 2 hours, 14 minutes, 3:15 local time. Depending on how long this inning goes, we should get started at 4 with our 4 o'clock game. But if this goes beyond 3:30, then it's possible we might have a little bit late of a start on that 4 o'clock game. Not by much, but certainly possible. 3:15 local time. Like I said, if this game's done before 3:30, we should be on time with that 4 o'clock game. Vig 0 for 2, grounded out to the second baseman. He pop out to the third baseman. He takes the first pitch for a ball, and the 1-0 pitch is low for ball 2. That's always a good thing when you see a 2-0 count on the leadoff hitter of an inning. And a strike. Bismarck falling 8-3 in that opener against Jamestown. They come back and put up a great game against Post 400, and now they are down big to their Cross River rivals, the Mandan Chiefs. (3-1). Fouled back, 3-2. Keller at 37, make it 38. Swing and a miss, and that is out number 1. And Mandan 2 outs away from playing either Jamestown or Fargo post 2, depending on who wins that game tonight. Mandan's already played post 2, so if post 2 wins, they would end up playing Jamestown. If Jamestown wins, then that would set up the matchup between Mandan and Jamestown. And we're going to have a change at pitcher here, as Keller's going to come out. 38 pitches where I had him at. 14 balls and 24 strikes. And it's going to be Jordan Binder coming onto the mound here for Mandan. So Jordan Binder will get some warm-up tosses here for the Chiefs, with his team leading 12-4 with 1 away here in the home half of the 7th. We're at 2 hours and 17 minutes, 3:18 local time. Once again, the hope is to have this game come to a conclusion before 3:30 so we can get that 4 o'clock game started on time. Bismarck is hoping that that game starts late so that they have a chance to come back and win this one here, or at least force extra innings at worst case scenario. Jordan Binder on the mound for Mandan, number 12. He'll face Lucas Vasey. His first batter will be the top of the order here for Bismarck. Gavin Lill to follow, so we'll see Vasey and Lill for sure. And then Isaac Pegors is right behind Lill, and we talked about Pegors a little bit in earlier innings, how he's had a good game against post 400, but outside of that, it's been nothing but a bunch of flyouts for one of Bismarck's bigger hitters. And we'll see if Pegors reaches base, if he can get a big base hit. They're going to need a more than one big base hit here to come back in this one, and Vasey can certainly do it. Lill has shown promise in doing that. Pegors has more than enough talent to make that happen. And they have a couple hitters after Pegors that could do some damage too if they can get that far into the lineup.
Brings up the top of the order. And the third baseman, number 4, Lucas Vasey.
Vasey 1 for 3. He had singled to center. Since then, a fly out to center, a line drive fly out to left. On his most recent trip to the plate, takes the first pitch here for a ball. It's 1-0. Once again, 1 out, no runners on, and a 1-0 count. 2-0 now. .320 local time. Here's the 2-0. That one's high and in for ball 3. Binder winds up and delivers. And I thought for a moment that was a strike, but it'll end up being a 4-pitch walk that puts Vasey on base. And it brings up Gavin Lill. He's 1 for 3, a single to center, a ground out to the shortstop, and a line drive out to the second baseman last time he was at the plate. Isaac Pegors on deck. Noah Riedinger to follow if we can get that far into the lineup. Here's the pitch. That one hit right back to Bender. He'll pick it up, fire it to second. It's off the glove of the second baseman, Sheldon. And so Lill will reach on the fielder's choice, and Vasey will reach second on an error.
That brings up the right fielder, number 7, Isaac Pegors.
So now 2 runners on for Isaac Pegors, 0 for 2. Pop out to the first baseman, hit by a pitch and a strikeout swinging. No balls and a strike now, as Binder looks at second and delivers. Pegors fouls it away for strike 2. You can tell Pegors wants a hit. He's got to be patient here, and maybe he can get one. Cannot let the frustration take over. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he goes down, and that is out number 2. Noah Riedinger is the last hope here for Bismarck to try and keep this game going.
Noah Riedinger.
Vasey on second, Lil on first, Noah Riedinger 1 for 3. A double to deep right center. That was the double that bounced off the orange padding on top of the fence and stayed in play. And then a pair of flyouts, one to right, one to left since then. Here's the 1-0. And that one hit the edge for a strike, 1-1. 2 hours and 22 minutes time of the game. They need 1 out to end it. Riedinger looking for a hit here. He'll check swing, and lucky that he did, because that was into the dirt for ball 2. And that is into the dirt for ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike. Ball, strike, ball, ball. Vasey on second, Lil on first, 2 away. Carter Kruger is on deck. And the 3-1. And he'll hit it towards third, fouled away for the second strike. And Binder is potentially 1 pitch away from ending this. I want to say thanks to the Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, Williston, and other locations across North Dakota for their support of the state tournament this year. Dickinson, West Fargo coming up next. That one is foul. Did I say Bismarck, Dickinson? I might have. It's West Fargo, Dickinson coming up next. 3-2. 3:24 local time here. Once again, next game scheduled to start at 4 if this one ends before 3:30. Riedinger, the batter, full count. He'll pop it up. Deep left field. Johnson's underneath it, and that will end the game. Oh, he dropped the ball. Did he hang on to it? They're saying he did. And that will end the game. Kind of a little bit of a confusion there on that final play, but he did indeed catch it. It'll be a fly out to left field for Riedinger, and that will end the game. Your final score on the Essential Health scoreboard: the Mandan Chiefs 12 and the Bismarck Governors 4. The Governors season comes to a conclusion. Mandan will play either Jamestown tonight or an opponent to be determined, depending on who wins the post-2 Jamestown game at 7 o'clock tonight. That'll wrap up our coverage here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the upcoming schedule here. So once again, Bismarck, Mandan, that game now done. Dickinson, West Fargo's next. Post-2 versus Jamestown is coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. And then the winner of Game 9, which is which is Mandan, will play the winner of Game 11, unless the winner of Game 11 is Fargo Post 2. Let's take it to our bracket and show you how that would shake out. And we'll for reading this and sharing it with you. So. Pairings for games 12 and 13 would not match previous opponents unless it's absolutely necessary. So Fargo Post 2 and Jamestown would move to, the winner would move to game 13. And if that winner is Fargo Post 2, then Mandan would play Jamestown in the game 12 at 2 o'clock tomorrow. If Post 2 wins, then Mandan would play. if Jamestown wins, then okay, so let's put it this way. If Post 2 wins, Mandan plays at 2 o'clock tomorrow. If Jamestown wins, Mandan plays at 5 o'clock tomorrow. That's how it'll work out. That's the easy way to explain it. So now you kind of have an idea of what to expect. You got to wait to see who wins in about 5 hours from now before you can worry about what time you got to be at the ballpark or what time you got to tune into Magnitude tomorrow. So, but wherever they play, we'll have that game for you here on Magnitude Sports. 4:10, I was just told that the 4 o'clock game between West Fargo and Dickinson will officially start at 4:10, as they're going to need a little bit more time to get the field ready for that 4 o'clock game. So 4:10 is the start time, only 10 minutes behind for the next game between West Fargo and Dickinson. Good luck to both of those teams. I'm going to step out. Brad Anderson's going to step in. He'll have the next 2 games for you here on Magnitude Sports. And until then, we'll talk to you again soon here. I'll talk to you again on Saturday for the championship here on Magnitude Sports.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.